Good evening. It is Wednesday, April 24th. It is currently 6:11 in the evening, and it is time to get to work. I am currently on my way headed towards the downtown area, and I'm going to turn on the app here momentarily as I approach the freeway to get this night started. Let's see, concert tonight downtown probably should be very beneficial to me, at least hopefully more so than the nothing that was going on last night after that slow night. I'll link the video here to last night's video if you haven't watched it. It was a slow grind. Anyway, pretty much same old right now. Maximo running, typical stuff. We're gonna see how that works out. The plan is, try to stay downtown in the grid, in the zone as much as possible, but we'll see how things come at me ride-wise, and we'll try to stick with the plan for the night. But that's really about it. Once I get rolling here, after this light turns green and I get moving towards the freeway, I'll turn on the app, and hopefully we pick up a ride on the way down. And when I do, I will turn the app back on, turn the video on, and update at that point in time. But in the meantime, I'm just waiting here at this red light for it to switch, which is taking forever, as typical. But anyway, let's see what's is going on with the right now. Videos are coming out. I am working on a video about my strategy. I'm going to have that coming out pretty soon, so look for that. There is a video that came out about how I set up Maximo, so if you're interested in that, because I do talk about Maximo in here quite a bit, how I set it up, how I have everything set in there, which kind of plays into my driver strategy. I would go take a look at that video. I also did a review of the app itself, but how I set it up is a little bit more detailed about how I use my numbers and stuff like that to kind of arrive at how I have Maximo set up for me. And we'll dive into more of that a little bit even deeper with my driver strategy video and stuff like that. So that'll kind of tie everything together. And if there's anything else that you want me to talk about, if there's questions you have, or you're unsure about how I do some stuff, please feel free to ask in the comments. If you have any video ideas you'd like me to do, please leave that in the comments, and I will try to get to those as soon as I can. I know it kind of gets maybe a little bit monotonous with me just driving and seeing what my numbers are, but it's kind of being a rideshare driver, that's kind of what it is. But there's also some elements and aspects to it that maybe I'm not touching on, that you have questions about, that maybe you want some more information about. I'm happy to talk about that stuff in a video. I just need to know what it is, so feel free to leave a comment below. All right, got a green light. We're starting to move here, and like always, I don't like to dick around with this phone in the recording as I'm driving down the freeway, so I'm going to switch the app on right now, and hopefully it doesn't ask me to take a stupid picture, because if it does, I'm gonna be pissed. All right, look at that. Wow, that's kind of amazing. All right, let me turn this off. If I get a ride, I will come back and let you know, but in the meantime, I'm going to be heading downtown, so that's the plan. All right, I'll be back. All right, no rides on the way down. I did get 2 offers. Actually, let's take a look at those real quick, because normally you would see these and you would jump on them, but the beauty of the old Maximo is that it doesn't take the shitty rides. So the first one's right here for 23 miles, 73 cents a mile. And I think that was going to the airport at the time, and it was on the way. So it kicked it out not only for the distance, but also it would have kicked it out for the dollar per mile. As you can see, it's 73 cents. That's way under what my minimum is. So that's good. And then this one just came in while I was sitting at the stoplight before I turned in here. Dollar per mile wise, 86 cents, really below what my minimum, my minimum is $1. Below that, and gets kicked out, which is totally fine, because that's what I want. I want it to kick out these shitty rides. So far, nothing come through, but I'll update when it does. But again, this is the beauty of Maximo, that it's kicking out those shitty rides where you may see the dollar signs and go, oh man, I'm going to jump on that. $16.85, that's a good, that's $16.85 in my pocket, right, to go do that. But for me, it's costing me money to actually do that ride. So that $16 doesn't even pay off. It's costing me money to go do that. And that's what I'm trying to avoid, is doing rides that cost me money to go do. And that's kind of falls into my driver's strategy. So anyway, I'll be back with an update once I do get an actual decent ride, and we will go from there. And just like that, we got a ride. Sweet. All right, let's go pick up Genesis. I think Genesis may be going to the concert, which should be great. Gets me downtown where it's going to be hopefully busy. So let's go get Genesis and get this night going. All right, I will be back after doing this and with some other updates and everything. Oh, by the way, the artist that's performing tonight at the Golden One Center is Fied, F-E-I-D, Fied. He's a Colombian singer, and I would say the very similar to maybe Bad Bunny, and that's who's performing tonight. Looks like he's got quite the production, because they had, I don't know, 6 or 7 semi trucks on 5th Street, and they had the whole street blocked off because of all the trucks for his concert last night, and tonight I'm sure it'll be closed off as well. So quite the production. Anyway, let's go get Genesis and get this night rolling with making some money. So I'll be back. Holy crap, it is freaking slow. I've been sitting here since I dropped off my last ride for, maybe an hour almost. Let me see. When was my last ride? This was my last ride, and that was at 7:40. I've been sitting here for, almost an hour without anything. I know the concert's going on right now, but man, it is slow. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to my other parking spot that I like to hang out with. It's kind of by some restaurants and some bars, and see if maybe I can get a ride over there. But I've got nothing here. I can't believe it. It's like nothing. Crickets. Even the crickets are bored. All right, so I'm gonna move, see what happens. Hopefully it fucking picks up. This is ridiculous. I just can't believe it's this dead. And I guess having the Kings in town, the basketball season going on, just makes a huge difference. But I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna move, and I'll update here in a little bit. Well, I guess that's all it took. A little complaining and a little bit of movement, and all of a sudden now I got a ride. We're gonna go pick up Nolly here and get moving again. Man, unbelievable how freaking slow. But I guess with a little bit of movement you get something. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know why that works out, but I'm gonna have to start complaining more to the app and see if that works out, because it seems to be working out. It's 2 nights in a row. All right, let's go pick up Nalia here and get back to work, not be sitting still. All right, I'll be back. Well, I did that ride, and then I got a ride right after, and now I'm back to sitting again. I did just check. Look at this. I checked the airport, and there are 70 cars out there right now. That's amazing. I mean, there's 16 flights that are supposed to be coming in. That's wrapping up here right now, and then whatever is coming in at 10, which is another 16. So that would be a huge waste of time out there. I don't know. I'm kicking around the idea right now of calling it a night. It's just so slow. The only thing that's consistent right now is I'm sitting and not moving at all. And it's making me wonder if it's really worth my time to sit out here at this point in time. Even with the concert going on right now, that's probably going to be over in an hour. But is it worth sitting here for an hour to maybe do 3 or 4 rides and then it'll be dead again? I don't know. I got to really think about this and see if I'm going to stick it out or not. I may call it a night and come back out tomorrow night and see what's going on. I think I've done maybe 8 rides so far tonight, the whole time that I've been out. And again, I started at 6, so that's 4 hours ago. So that's 2 an hour. That is bad. All right, let me figure this out, see what I'm going to do. And I don't know, the next update may be in the garage. All right, we'll see. Oh man, that is a wrap on a pretty shitty night. I actually pulled the plug early. I got a ride. Actually, before we get into that, let's do this first. Let's kill the app. Turn this off. Nope. There we go. So, let's see. So after I gave the last update, I did this ride right here, and then I declined this one right here because it was just going nowhere. But I mean, if you look at that ride right there at 10:16, the ride that I did before that, the last ride I did before that was at 9:23. So that was 45 minutes, almost an hour between there. And then here was another hour and 20 minutes between rides. So anyway, I did this ride right here at 10:17, and then I did this one here, this ride right here at 10:30. Took me from the downtown area out to the east a little bit, and basically at that point in time I was like, well, that's an indication that the night should be over. So after I dropped this passenger off, I basically just started heading home. I got this offer on the way back to the house. It got declined because it was more than 4 miles away. Plus it was going in the opposite direction, which was I wasn't going to do. And then I got this crazy one right here. This is 112 miles total. This was going from Rancho to Hayward, which is in the Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay Area, for 112 miles. It's 98 cents a mile, which theoretically is 2 cents away from my bare minimum to do. Another day, I would maybe consider doing that, because it would get me to the Bay Area and I can go drive in San Francisco, which I love to go do. It's fun, and make pretty good money in San Francisco. I would really consider that, but not tonight, not at 11 o'clock at night, because I would get there probably at about 1:30 in the morning, and then I'd have to turn around and come back home. So not on a school night, can't do that. And then I just got this one on the way right before I got home, and this last one again, picking up behind me, going further away, and I was like, forget it. I've already committed to coming back home and calling it a night, which is why I'm sitting here in the garage. But I mean, here's a look at what the night looked like. I just this was a shitty night. It just was not worth my time being out there, and I should have pulled the plug probably way earlier than I did. But it happens. But tonight, way worse than last night, which is hard to believe, but I know that's the way it's going to turn out. So let's look at the numbers. And there you have it. 9 trips. 9 trips. It's 11 o'clock. I started literally 5 hours ago. So let's see. Tonight, online for 4 hours and 52 minutes. I was active. Out of that time, I was active for an hour and 46. So that's 25% of the time that I was actually moving, which means I was sitting around for 75% of the time. And if you look at that from an online perspective, what's the math on that? We'll just call that 5 hours. At 5 hours, so 67.80 divided by 5. No, 67.8 divided by 5. Is that right? 67.8 divided by 5. That's $13.56 an hour. That's less than minimum wage right there. And it's just not worth my time. It's not worth my time to be out there, which is why I said forget it. I'll just come home. Come home, go to bed at normal time, be able to get up in the morning, go for a nice mountain bike ride, and do it all over again tomorrow. So that's the plan. So that's why I'm here in the garage. Anyway, sometimes you got to know when not to be out there, and I think tonight was one of those nights. Just did not work out. There's just not a lot of people move out downtown. There was hardly anyone downtown, so it just seemed like there were people at the concert, and that was pretty much about it. But a lot of the bars I was rolling by, not a lot of people. They're empty. Restaurants were pretty empty. Just not a lot of people moving around on a Wednesday night. It's the way it goes. I don't know why, but that's just how it's working out right now. I'll be back at it tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Thursday, I take them all. I think tomorrow night I'm going to go without running Maximo and just take everything that comes in. I'm I'm not going to drive more than 4 miles like I normally do because that's just ridiculous. But I'm gonna fly without a net and see what happens and see how the night works out and see how it goes. I haven't done that in a while, so I figured I might as well do it. This week's kind of pretty shitty so far, so it can't get any worse. So tomorrow night, taking them all. So stay tuned for that. All right, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, throw a like in there. I really appreciate it, and I will see. Oh, averages and stuff will come up here in a minute. But in the meantime, if they haven't already, and in the meantime, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.